Shaun, what's the mood been like this week after the Motherwell win, and how much confidence can we as supporters and the players take from this?
The mood's been good, as you'd imagine. Yeah, the confidence was high after the game, but I have to sort of temper that. We have to go again. We have to keep pushing. Performance was very good first half, and definitely at times second half really fought for that win. But we have to go again. There's another big game this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And how's the squad looking? Obviously, Josh Doig, Ewan Henderson both came off with knocks. Matt Macey looked to be struggling late on, and Jake Doyle-Hayes wasn't in the squad.
Yeah, no. So I'll start with Jake. Jake's still a little bit touch and go. We'll give him to the last minute to make the squad. The other three, a bit similar really. Matt's really, he did well to play that game really. It was a big game for us, the quarter-final, and he rushed back to play. And we needed him, particularly in those last 5-6 minutes, where we had to defend long balls, set plays. But he's touch and go. But if he doesn't make it, then Kevin's shown previously, he's at a really good level now. So hopefully Matt makes it, but if he doesn't, then full confidence in Kevin.
Yeah, and obviously Josh and Ewan, are they in the same situation as Matt?
Maybe a little bit further ahead. I think they both did some light training on the pitch. Yeah, Josh is obviously saw the big contact injury, so hopefully he's okay. Came through today, and Ewan similar, but we won't probably know until they make it through full training tomorrow.
Yeah. What about Paul Hanlon? Obviously, he came back for a couple of sessions last week. He's been training again this week. Could we see him?
Yeah, I think we'll see him in the squad. A really big boost to have him back. It's been quite a period of time since the Cove game was the last time we saw him. So yeah. Big moment to have your captain back. He's been brilliant for me on and off the pitch. Yeah, his performances in those first few games were very good for me, so look forward to having him back.
Yeah, and you've got Rocky back after suspension as well, another boost defensively.
Yeah, Rocky brings a completely different profile, his own real special attributes. So yeah, Rocky will come back in the squad. The defence has done very well without these two players, but they really need, from now to the end of the season, we'll definitely need those two players to be at their very best if we're going to achieve what we want to this season.
Yeah, Elias Melkerson had a fantastic full debut with us. Have you had to almost keep his feet on the ground this week? Obviously he's a young lad, and to score 2 goals like that with a big crowd singing his name, have you had to do anything differently with him?
No, and I'd say that's really a credit to Ellis's mentality really. Came in the very next day, did a recovery session, did a strength session, and he's always one of the first in, always one of the last to leave. Mentality hasn't changed. How much work he's put in this week hasn't changed. If anything, I think it gives him a little bit more hunger to go and do it again. So no, I don't see that being a problem with Elias. Really strong mentality. Knows what he wants to achieve here at the club, and understands that it was last weekend. Brilliant start for him, but now he has to go again.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously that starts again against Aberdeen, a side that obviously you've played, your Hibs side have played. How have they changed since the appointment of their new manager? Yeah,
obviously very different from the first game. Obviously Stephen Glass was there when I in my first game, so things have definitely changed. They've slightly changed. Obviously Scott Brown's left as well, and they've made some obviously signings in the January. So yeah, they play slightly differently. I watched the game against Rangers. They did try and play under pressure. So again, out of possession, we have to be very, very good. And then what we showed against Motherwell was something that we've maybe been lacking the few weeks before then. Even though our performances at times were good, it was in that final third was the difference. And we not only have to match that level, we're probably going to have to continue to try and push those levels from starting with Aberdeen through every game now, because every game does feel so big in the league at the moment.
Absolutely, yeah, we're moving ever closer to the split. I know it's a bit of a cliche in football when we say that every game is a big game, but it really is at this point.
Yeah, I'd say that really every game that I've been a manager, it feels like that. I put so much work and effort into each game, preparing the team as best I can, that every game feels like this. So yeah, the pressure I think from now until the split is going to be big, but that's normal. We're a really big club. I think the fans again showed how big a club this can be in the away game against Motherwell. Amazing for support, the numbers, and also the noise and support they gave the team and my staff. So that's what you have at a big club. You have these expectations and the pressure.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch upon the efforts made around supporting people in Ukraine. Obviously, this weekend, Hibs and Aberdeen are coming together to raise money for Dnipro kids. Kevin Dubrovski's been out in the community as well. How pleased are you that the club, the supporters and your players are all coming together to support and help what is a very difficult situation?
Yeah, extremely proud to be part of a club that does this much charity work. It's how the club was founded, with these thoughts in mind. So I understand the history and the values of this club. I understand that those values are still there with our supporters now. So very proud to be a part of it, and we have to continually help people that maybe are less fortunate than ourselves, and that's the amazing thing about this club and the history of it. So very proud to be a part of it.
Absolutely. And just finally, I just want your thoughts on the semi-final draw against Hearts.
Yeah, it's difficult to really. It's difficult on both to speak about it now and also to park it, because there's so many big games before it. But it's an amazing draw. It's going to be an amazing weekend for the Scottish Cup. Obviously historic. I don't think it's happened before. So an amazing game for our supporters. And when it comes around, we'll be fully ready. But until then, we've got big games to worry about first.
Fantastic, Shaun. Thank you for speaking to us, and good luck.
No problem. Thanks very much. Cheers.